right, guys, welcome to Big Time Super Friends. We are about to review the brand new Shane Black Predator movie. Just a fair warning, we will be going all over the place as far as this movie is concerned. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We will be also referencing part one, the original Predator movie, so be warned if you haven't seen that movie, there will be spoilers in that movie too. And the only reason why we're going there is because I feel, as a big die-hard fan, I have to, some of the points I'll be making, I have to reference the original. So with that out of the way, the first 30 minutes, I was thinking, okay, I don't know why the fucking reviews are that horrible. Like, I was still engaged.
30
right?
minutes.
Okay, I'm being generous.
No,
Okay.
man. 15.
I would say 15, 20 minutes, I was still invested in the
20's
movie.
pushing.
I thought, okay, well, you know, the opening scene is not that bad. You got the main character hiding out in the bushes, you know.
That scene did feel like when Arnold was trying to escape.
It was old school.
For a minute. Just for a minute. It had that feel of like him sliding out of control and then into the waterfall.
With the music and everything, too. With that
and him, like, literally, like, he was on a mission, right? He sniped the guy after he saw the alien ship. And then, you know, it crashes and he's rolling and it's survival at that point. The mission's lost. He can't, his comm goes down.
He's been compromised.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, okay, I got
He's tasted
that,
blood.
That's the opening scene, right? And I'm thinking, okay, if they're going to stay with this sniper-ish kind of stealthy
They
tone.
didn't, though. The movie started off with
At
him getting
all.
off the ship, bro.
You know what, though? It had
And that's what set the tone off for me.
It had a feel like Predators during that time because, like, okay, we got a sniper, we got a guy who can shoot, a tracker. He knows how to hide.
But here's the one
Be in
thing
the
that
bushes.
when it came to the opening scene, he's this guy, the main character. I don't know his name. I forget. All the characters are forgettable in my opinion.
Doesn't matter,
The main character, the blonde guy, he's clearly on a mission, and I just thought,
Guy.
Yeah, the main
blonde
character.
guy.
the main character.
You know the blonde guy.
The level of preparation for this episode is just top
Blonde
tier.
guy number one.
The thing is it quickly lost me because, as I was telling you, dude, granted, he's never seen an alien before, right? Now, I don't care how badassery you are.
Badass.
It's like, dude, if you're a Navy SEAL, Green Beret, whatever, I understand you've seen war, blah, blah, blah. But if you see a ship, an unidentified flying object, hurling to Earth, and then you see a fucking crab-looking motherfucker come out, you're...
That guy crabs.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be the coolest cucumber in there.
No, I wouldn't either.
Nah, man, I'd be a total banana.
No, you know, I
You would split.
Oh, he got the joke.
I thought it was interesting that from the get-go, we have the interaction with the Predator, right? He stumbles upon the crash ship. I thought we'd have more military presence in the movie because of
Me
that.
too, yeah.
So I was like, okay, where's the military,
It
coming
kind of
to
was, though.
secure the crash landing.
It was like some secret military shit.
It
bro.
was a sky, was it?
But they weren't
Skyline
soldiers or anything. There wasn't like
It was
the
like
army.
a private
guns.
sector. It was a private sector.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're fucking with alien tech, you better be a private sector or something.
Yeah, like MI6 or whatever.
It's not going to be
Non-black guys,
LAPD, bro.
Okay, so here's where it kind of like starts to kind of derail for me. Now, again, this has some pretty big shoes to fill for me. They did one of the things just before I say what I have to say. Okay, this was one of the biggest thing that kind of annoyed me, and every single time I would see it, it would take me out of the movie. Now, this might sound a little sexist. It's not intended to sound that way.
Oh, God.
Okay, but let's talk
already,
about
bro?
let's talk about just Olivia Munn's character, just in general, right now. Okay, what do you guys think of her performance, her role in the movie, the whole nine? Anyone?
You know what?
no,
Her
I'm
scene.
stuck
Okay. I didn't like her performance as Psylocke. Okay, so already I'm like, I don't like her acting. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her acting to me, not to take away from the person because I can't act, but you know, when you're watching a movie, you watch movies for people who make you believe who they pretend to be, right?
Yes.
Focus rom-coms, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Rom-coms, right. But in this movie, there were moments when, like, I don't know if they were trying too hard or, like, you know, like you've mentioned.
Like trying to be like
They
silly.
were clearly trying hard, bro.
You know,
Yeah, I
Way
think
too
so,
hard.
yeah.
Way
'Cause-
too hard.
This is what I mean, okay? She is like an evolutionary biologist.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. She's the person that wrote the book on this, apparently, according to the movie. Now, I'm all on board here, right? So I'm thinking, okay, she's the leading expert in evolutionary biology. She's being brought there for a very important reason. And that's because I think they wanted her to study the predator that they had captive.
Which is cool because, there's a scene right after that where she's studying a sample of his blood, and she's like, there's human DNA in here.
Human DNA.
Which, it threw me off. I was like, what does that mean? And they
Or
even say,
ancestors,
alien fucking
bro.
humans.
yeah, did they hook up and stuff? Like,
Predators.
Someone
now?
fucked an alien.
But
Predator.
But the thing is like, going back to that little point, it's like, oh, it brings up a good question, right? Like, oh, they can go so many places here. And they made a joke about it. It's like, we want to know if he fucked a woman or some shit like that. I'm just like,
she said it.
She said
want
it.
to know if they fucked an alien.
Yeah, exactly.
What
like our
happens
ancestors
is,
fucked
at
an
this
alien.
point, the
Hey,
movie
I
starts
would.
sort of like splitting off and doing things that it's like, what are they doing? What are they doing with this? Why are they going that direction? Why didn't they go this direction? They could have gone in a totally serious direction, I guess. But then it just starts like breaking, crumbling,
Wait, you're saying that's the part that was the turning point?
No, I'm kidding.
You start seeing it then. You start like,
I'm ramping up, bro.
Okay, I'm like, that's a good spot
I'm
too.
ramping up. I'm just giving her kudos before I trash her. Okay. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. I bought that part of the character. Everything was hunky dory for me. Even when the most tenseful moment in the entire movie is when she has to decontaminate.
Yeah,
She's taking
That's
off
a good
the clothes.
scene, actually.
The
Oh,
predator
man,
wakes
she looks
up.
good naked.
Yeah, the predator wakes up. He's fucking shanking mother effers.
Oh, yeah.
She's panicking as
Trying
you
to escape.
should, right? You just see this dude 8 foot tall. American mother effers. So she has
Mother
to,
effers.
and to get out of this room, she has to strip naked. She has to now
The
be
door won't
most,
open.
the most vulnerable
you can be.
state
Yeah.
ever.
Right.
And the predator comes up, sees her, it does a close up on her face, and you're like, holy shit, like she's really scared.
That's a good.
Do you think in
moment
that heat of the moment, someone's really worried about being naked though?
No, I'm not saying
wouldn't
that.
give a
No,
fuck.
she was just cowering. She was cowering. That's all she could do.
She was cowering, and I don't know if
What
I
I'm
was
saying
talking,
is, I don't think the nakedness has anything to do with it.
We're not talking
I
about the
think-
nakedness.
No, we're not
just
talking
saying
about the
scene.
nakedness.
It's tense because she doesn't have any clothes
and it
on.
shows her
Doesn't
vulnerability.
have anything to protect her with.
I'm talking about her acting ability.
Well,
here.
protector
Right.
versus a strip of.
I'm bringing all this up because I'm complimenting her acting ability.
That was
Okay.
a great.
It
And her
closed,
nakedness.
it closed in on her face, and you could see like the fear,
fear
the
was portrayed
panicking,
really well.
everything on perfect. I couldn't have asked for it better, right?
And those titties.
All of a sudden, this is where it's like, okay, you're fucking shit up now. Like, I understand the world we live in. I understand that you want to make every woman seem like so powerful and great and know it all. And
Even it
you know.
out. Even it out.
And the thing is she went from that. She sold me on the vulnerability. She sold me on that. She's scared. To her now grabbing a gun, chasing the predator, essentially trying to capture him as he's escaping the
she
facility.
changed her role.
She changed the role like that, bro.
Yeah, and
With
you
a
brought up
gun.
you brought up a good point that I didn't really think about as I'm watching the movie until
And
you
where
said
was
it.
she hiding
Yeah.
that gun?
When the predator's running on the rooftop, full speed, you see him full gallop, right?
She's
Full
right.
gallop.
She's
toe
running
for
alongside
toe with them, like
I
just
saw that too,
and
dude.
she
I
looks
was
like
freaking out.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
like,
believe
that's either
that.
a slow mother effort,
Right.
or
Or she's super
she's
fast.
fucking Usain Bolt, bro.
Yeah.
That's a predator still in training,
Well,
bro.
well, that's the thing. It's like immediately I saw that and I'm like, there's no way she's that fast, dude. This guy is like, and I mean, at
Right.
least in the beginning of the movie, he's jumping through trees and just doing
He's jumping the
zigzagging.
rooftops.
He's
Dude,
Spider-Man.
He was hobbling when he was running. He's like,
Oh yeah.
And she's
He was
underneath
gumping
him,
You got a heavy
matching. She's underneath him, matching the speed. And I'm like, no way, what's going on here? Then she's jumping on top of the bus, like Rambo style,
Yeah.
right? She went from like a full vulnerable, scared evolutionary biologist, smart, to like a fucking
Croft.
commando. No training whatsoever. She is what I was talking to Leo about. She is doing the fucking Rey from Star Wars thing. All of a sudden she like awakens and it's like she's the most powerful shit in the world, right? She's jumping buses. She's fucking... Dude, in the end of the movie, towards the end of the movie, I'm going to jump back and forth, but I'm sticking with the same character here. This is a big one for me, okay? All of a sudden, okay, she is knows how to work fully automatic machine guns. She's reloading, popping. I mean, she's jumping on top of the Predator's head,
And tapping in
shooting
his
him.
head,
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Dude,
she
she
used
takes
the cloaking device and then appears right behind him.
she's all of a sudden she's the expert on the tech as well. She's using the invisibility. She's like,
I got this.
she takes 2 direct hits from the Predator. Bam,
Backhanded.
pimp slap, boom, and it's like there's not even a bruise on her face.
got the lumps.
What is going on?
They're skipping a lot of the reality that should take place.
Now,
with the
are you
creature.
saying had there been a
overlooking.
montage involved that showed her training?
No, it would have fucked things up even more.
It's the
I don't want to see no
highest
fucking
attack.
montage.
That's homage to
Dude,
the old times,
know your
bro.
role. It's like The Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth. Okay, you have a specific purpose here. Your role is very important. You have to determine how these creatures work,
If aliens fucked humans.
how they evolved, right?
Which hole did they penetrate first?
So she can take multiple hits from this dude. Okay, that first of all, when he hits dudes, they fly like 30
they
feet
get
out.
impaled and stuff.
She flew like 4.
Like, dude, I told Leo, like, if I were to get hit like
5.5
She got a
minutes.
heavy foot too.
if I were to get hit like that, I would have broken ribs, dude. I'd be limping all over the fucking joint.
You'd be like me.
All over the joint.
And here's the thing. There's this one scene. Okay, I'm ranting, but I'm still on the same character here.
Tell
This
him,
is
bro.
clearly one of the things that I'm
I'm
reason
heated
why
about.
I'm rating this so low. Okay. There's this one part where I was telling Leo about it. I don't know how this happened. Okay. She is watching her friends or her teammates at this point on top of the alien aircraft ship.
Oh,
And the
What's
ship
that?
is flying away, right? She's on top of a hill or a mountain or some shit. She's watching this happen, and the ship flies away. Then all of a sudden, the ship crashes like miles away. Somehow
Houseway.
she ran all the way over there in the invisibility cloak, and that's where she jumped on top of the Predator and capped him in his head.
Can't
But
do
I'm
it.
just like, how'd you even get there?
How? Fake
Maybe the
news.
ship did a U-turn.
No, bro, no.
No, it was clearly going to crash
Yeah,
land.
she saw it go away.
Yeah.
She saw it go away.
And maybe it has like a hazardous system that, you know.
Oh, you're talking about after Homeboy threw himself in the
running.
engine.
Oh, okay. She
Yeah,
was injured.
Homeboy threw himself in the engine.
That's right.
Right.
The
huh?
ship crashed,
Yeah,
but they crashed like 2 miles away or
Yeah,
something,
that ship
3
kept
miles
going.
away.
Yeah.
Dude, she's up on a hill. She has to like climb down this thing and then
Go-
actually
go
find
an
these
actual
guys.
distance.
She got there in
Couple
3
of clicks.
minutes.
Bro, don't you know that she's super fast?
You know, look, let me tell you that's one of my pet peeves too. Is that ship real quick? That force field. You telling me a regular ass gun and this dude jumping into it took that ship down, but these rockets and bullets and shit can't penetrate this shield?
I say yes, bro. Remember, they have our DNA.
No.
No.
Not their tech. Not their
Their
tech.
engine doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Their oil is mixed with human DNA.
It's made out of my blood.
I mentioned that to Leo yesterday. I was like, dude, you're telling me that the Predator himself, his skin could take our bullets, but the ship can't take bullets?
Yeah.
Like, that's some bullshit here
That's
going
some
on.
bullshit.
Okay, so that is my biggest thing about Olivia Munn's character. It's not that she's I'm hating on
A
her
shitty
because she's like a
actress?
girl or anything. It's because there were so
Her
many
role changed.
Her role complete just
with,
like that.
with no reason.
None whatsoever. And
But that's not
Survival.
Her fault. That's in the writing, you know.
of course,
Which
but someone
sucks.
approved that motherfucker.
I
And
know.
that was
They let it.
shame.
Yeah. Well, that's what
that
sucks.
was
They're like,
shame.
don't worry, Olivia
That's what
Munn. We'll
sucks.
make you look like a badass.
You should have died in the jungle, bro. You should have stayed there, hung upside down.
I
You were
think
the first victim.
I think he's just taking revenge on the fact that he got killed nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck these predators. I'm gonna make this." And that's what I said.
Everyone from the original
Listen,
hates him. He's like,
here's
"Ah,
what
fucker."
sucks about this movie, guys. Okay, we've seen at this point 5 Predator movies. If
Tell
you've seen
him,
them all,
Leo.
okay.
What?
We know. We grew up on this character. To us, he's the ultimate like hunter, right?
He's God.
There ain't
They
no
made
better.
him look like a bitch in this movie.
Yeah,
dude.
Total
The
bitch.
little puto.
One of the things that I've always loved about the Yautja characters is their tech, right? Their gauntlets, they look like Wolverine, the spears that extend, those discs that they can throw that come back,
Invisibility.
the shoulder cannon, the skull, the masks.
infrared, different types of viewing.
Right. They can see in all kinds of environments. It doesn't phase them.
In the day, in the night.
They can track anything.
Anything.
They got beat like
they were noobs.
Yeah, dude. I can't.
Even the Super Predator.
Dude, that Super Predator was a hybrid. Okay.
They were stormtroopers.
No, he was a hybrid.
They were missing.
And then he gets blasted like out of nowhere. He loses limbs and he has active camo. He has that hook, the fucking scorpion hook. Get over here, right? And he's throwing them at motherfuckers. Yet he can't kill those guys that are in trees. Remember, he sees them, right? He's locating them, and he starts throwing that thing, and
Maybe
he's killing
he's
them
got
all.
bad vision.
Why didn't he just blast them with his shoulder cannon where they were?
There's too many conveniences here.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, there's too many
they
targets.
all have
you can't focus
they all
on
have their
multiple
purpose
targets.
in the story, and they have to reach that
It's
point,
like
and then they
Predator
could die.
Predator back in the day picked them off.
One by one,
I
by
know.
choice.
Right.
He could have easily taken care of them like that, bro.
These motherfuckers know how to fight in the jungle.
Here's the last little observation I would make on Olivia Munn's character. Okay, not only does she make the switcheroo, but remember, her teammates are like special forces here. They're like army dudes, Navy, whatever the fuck, They were scared of the Predator more than she was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How'd that shoot, dude? When he was up in the it was nighttime, dark time. The Predator's hunting the Predator's hunting them, right?
Yeah, and
40 days and 40 nights.
Dude, the dudes are like this,
right?
Like scared out of their mind. Olivia Munn's like, fucking,
where is he?
Oh, where is he? I'm gonna kill the motherfucker. It's like, sit your ass down. You know what I mean? Get your ass out of here.
Get your ass out of here. What's a Hasbro? Hasbro. That's how the name came up.
Has ass been scientist.
That's the last thing I'm going to say about
Dude,
Olivia Munn's
here's
character.
the
Everything
thing.
else was good.
Okay.
Everything else was not good.
Her first 5 minutes was good.
Here's my pet peeve about this storyline, okay? Towards the end of the movie, they brought up the fact that the Predators were trying to enhance themselves, right?
Trying to improve.
They didn't need to. That's what I mean by the fact that they dumbed down the Predator, right? They didn't need to make them. They didn't need to make them
evolutionary,
yeah,
superior, more superior.
Right. Throw Darwinism up in the picture.
They're already superior.
Yeah,
they're already faster, stronger, taller.
Right. They have tech that we don't even know how to use. Okay.
But they open up wormholes in space in the
yeah, that's crazy.
That
just straight, they're cutting through space, right?
They can run trains on these girls and then bring them back to the future.
In Predator 2, okay, they reveal that these guys go from planet to planet and they hunt trophies, right?
They're trophy hunters,
right?
Yeah, they take the skulls from the fucking
They
spine.
show the xenomorph skull, right? Which people say it's not a xenomorph. Fuck you, it is. Okay, it looks like it. It is. Okay.
Hey Leo, it's not a xenomorph.
He's talking Predator
Alien
2.
versus Predator 3, or sorry, Requiem, right? The second one, they have a hybrid Predator because in the first movie, the first Alien versus Predator, they impregnate one of them and then they take him on the ship. They do some sort of a Yautja burial, right, where they talk to him and shit and they warn him. Yeah. At the last shot, the little fucking xenomorph pops out of his chest, right? We know, oh shit, we got some sort of a hybrid Predator here. The next movie shows us the hybrid Predator with the xenomorph skull and shit. He's badass. Okay, cool. They kill him, right? Here's where they could have tied it all in.
Dead.
Think about this.
For the record, we know these movies are not canon.
But it's just like they could have connected it all and be like, hey, listen,
why aren't
it's not
check it out. They're obviously experimenting, taking DNA from every creature. Don't you think they knew that the xenomorph melded with this creature and then they had this hybrid? Why didn't they take a little bit of that DNA and now say, hey, that's a fucking crazy creature. He won't be able to, he'll kill anybody. Right?
Crazy creature, kill anybody.
Okay, they could have brought it in canon just by that, dude, because it already looks like a xenomorph hybrid. I thought that's what it was going into this movie.
They dropped the ball with the Predator, okay?
Okay.
Here's...
They negated those movies.
When I was talking to you outside, I said I had the biggest bullet I'm going to say for you.
That changed my opinion.
That would change your opinion on this, okay?
Let's give you a little backstory. I got out of this movie, I rated this movie a 6.5 after I saw it with D.
Okay. I'm
D.
I told him after he hears what I have to say about it, he might lower his score because he probably is gonna think
it's
about
already
things.
a 6. It's not even a 6.5. Okay. It's a 6 right now.
Okay, so here's the thing that was like, you gotta be shitting me, bro. In part 1, in Predator 1, the Predator was scary. He was mysterious. He was a killing machine. He was the most efficient fucking dude. He was special forces doesn't matter. He's
had the
still
X
more
factor to
efficient.
fuck you
He's
up.
still more efficient. He's still more better at killing than you and hunting you, right? So he kills all of them except for 2 characters. This predator, keep in mind, there's 2 predators here. There's the standard predator, who's already bigger, stronger, faster, whatever. And then there's the super predator, the big fucking dude that's like
hybrid.
10 feet tall or whatnot, 11 feet tall. Not one of these mother effers killed a main character. Not one.
I didn't believe you, but
Not,
you're right.
not
One.
only did they have 1 and 2 predators, they had 2 predator dogs and still killed none.
Not one.
How does that happen?
How?
You tell me
They
how
didn't
that
kill
happened.
a single one.
Not a single one.
Let's think about who
Closest,
died.
listen, the closest he got to actually killing someone was when he hit the guy and impaled him in the tree, and then he
Yeah.
cut the guy's guts out. But then they shot each other.
They killed
in
each
that,
other.
in that bromance scene where they're looking at each other like,
Oh, with their guns.
Yeah, one's hanging off the tree, impaled to death, pretty much, and one his
What
guts
about
are-
guts are
what
hanging
about
out.
the dude who was driving the bus when he got? Oh no, he didn't die.
He didn't
got
die.
Thrown off.
Yeah,
Not
And then
one.
the force field killed that dude.
no, he cut his legs off. He
Cut
just
his
fell
legs
off.
off. He fell off.
The other guy jumped into the engine.
he suicided himself.
Right.
Which
right,
is funny because he was on that bus because he tried to kill himself and then
right.
he killed himself.
Right, he did, yeah.
So did he do it for himself or to
Bro.
save the planet?
They all killed each other. Not one
much.
predator killed one dude.
Even the dog.
I mean, they killed dudes, but they were kind of like kill fodder. Like,
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they killed
None of the
government
main
officials.
cast.
Yeah, none of the main cast were killed. I mean,
It's okay.
They died, but
They
they
died.
and it's so funny because I was telling Leo, dude, if like take for example, me and Leo's hanging off the tree in the branch and my guts are fucking falling out. I told Leo, if that was me, bro, I would be like, Leo, mi chingaron, way. Like I would seriously be like,
Choca la mano.
dude, I would be screaming, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
I mean, your guts are hanging out. It's over.
Dude, they look at each other.
It's over.
It's over. It's
Hey,
done.
hey
You're
guys.
impaled.
Hey guys, if your guts are hanging out, it's over.
But the thing is, here's the fucked up part: is
Not unless your brother's
not
there.
only are they hurt, they look at each other, they
For like 5 seconds.
smile,
For 5 seconds.
like no pain whatsoever. Dude, there's a fucking branch sticking out your
Yeah.
chest, and you're smiling. Dude, you're smiling. Not only are you smiling, you have the capability to take out the gun, perfectly aim it,
Yeah,
still,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Synchronize your shot.
and headshot, synchronize at the same time.
He has time.
No mames,
he
way.
can
That's
hold
'cause
on
they're
long enough for that
local.
3 count to shoot.
Local.
They blinked.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was literally like,
Morse code.
They were on the telekinesis.
dude, I couldn't believe it,
Yeah,
bro.
that was pretty fucked up.
So and the entire time, the predator isn't hunting them.
On the same token, though, I do like how these predators killed the military guys, right?
Yes.
Where he was in the basement and he shanks the guy like 10 times really. He's like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." That looked pretty brutal.
Look,
It reminds me
this
of
is
Barack.
what I was telling D as we were walking into the movie. He's like, "What do you think this movie's gonna be?" And I said, "I think it's gonna be gory as fuck."
It was gory,
Right?
I'll give
Because
it that.
even in the Red Band trailer, you saw that one shot where he like looked across the forest and he shot him, and this guy
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like blew up.
Right,
You're like,
right,
holy
right.
fuck! I thought I was gonna see some crazy shit. I
There
was
was some
disappointed.
crazy shit. I like
There
the
was some
spear hook.
shit. I
That
thought-
spear
I
hook
thought-
was badass. Dude.
Yeah, I thought, but now that he dropped that bomb on me, I'm like, I wanted the main cast to be killed.
I
that
know,
way. That's what
I
makes
know.
those kills
Right.
cool. That's what makes them important.
Even in Predator 2, he killed them off
yeah,
one by
Yeah.
one. The
And it-
cops.
and
And to see in the next Predator movie
Dude,
is
it-
who's next.
right, who's gonna die? How's he gonna kill you?
It adds more of like, we're in serious
yeah,
shit
yeah,
here.
yeah. Once he lands, it's over.
You know,
So it's
I
good,
like
man.
Jesse Ventura's character in part 1. He
Blaine.
fucking died. They all died.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. Like this cast in the first Predator movie, right? There's something I love about each character, right? They're
all
all
died by
rough,
him.
hard asses, right? The scene where like the chopper scene, right, where he's chewing, he's like passing the skull around. He's like, you freaking faggots. He's like, this will make you a sexual goddamn tyrannosaurus. Yeah.
Strap this up your sore
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's like, hey, he tells the pussy joke, right? He's like,
yeah.
you want a little pussy? She's like, I do too. It's as big as a house.
yeah. It's like they were all good characters,
Yeah.
and they were all different characters.
Right, they had different quirks.
Every single character, he was making fucking jokes. I'm like, no. You're only allowed one joke guy.
And
That's
they're-
it.
And the
You're
thing
not
is,
supposed
they
to
were
be
like
funny.
They're like the crazies, right? They're all gonna go get lobotomized, apparently.
Dude, Dude, this was like the Suicide Squad of Predator,
It really
bro.
was. It really
Yeah.
was.
That's what it is.
That makes it even
That's
worse.
true, actually.
Hey, maybe it was
Fuck.
Suicide Squad versus Predators.
That makes
That's
it even
the
worse.
Suicide Squad of Predators, bro.
You heard it here first.
And the thing is,
And we didn't even get a Joker.
The Joker or the Yatka?
and here's the thing. Speaking of the Predators,
Who's joking with who?
there's two more things that were kind of like, okay,
Dekker.
what the fuck's going on here? They brought in their dogs. They killed one, right? And then they lobotomized the other one.
Somehow with a
All
gun.
of a sudden, this guy's playing fetch.
He's throwing up grenades
He's like,
and
dude,
fucking
like get
weapons.
like, first of all, how would he even? He's not even from here. He
Nah.
doesn't know fetch.
They don't
You
play
know what I
fetch
mean?
in
Like,
fucking that planet.
Because he's
dude.
gangsta.
So it's just kind of like
They
these are
travel
the,
dimensions. They've seen it all.
Nah, man, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Man,
They're
these
hunting
dogs,
dogs,
these
dude. They're
dogs,
not-
these dogs, yeah, they're supposed to be like
They're supposed
savage.
to be yeah, I
They're
thought,
supposed
dude,
to be,
I thought once those dogs showed up, oh, they're gonna eat two guys at
Yeah.
least. At least two motherfuckers. That would have been awesome.
Nah,
Didn't
not
happen.
even, bro.
This dog fell
They
in
just
love
showed
with
up.
a
They
kid.
got hit
made
by
it
the
in-
car. Boom.
Yeah.
They got fucking
He
shot
befriended
down.
a child.
My way.
How did they like? Because when the dogs first showed up and they had a showdown in the field,
Yeah.
right? All of these guys were unloading on these dogs. Not one bullet even
They
penetrated.
had like armor as well on their skin.
Then all of a sudden, one bullet
Right,
penetrates
right,
the head,
right, and now they can shoot.
And now
him in the
he's
head.
like,
Yeah.
now he's a man's best friend. Like that makes you just kill him off.
That makes it
Hey,
like
man,
a PG-13 movie to me.
A dog, probably, the dog when had that gun on his head was like, he saw his last moments and was like, fuck, dog, I'll
I'm a
befriend
good
you.
boy.
I'm a good boy.
And here's the thing. Here's one of the things that kind of ruined some more things that ruined this movie for me,
Here's
bro.
nothing that ruined it for me.
Like, okay, there's so many bad things about this movie that it overwhelms the little good things that this movie did have. But the other thing is, they changed fundamentally what the Predator
They did.
is.
They dumbed him down.
I mean,
Again.
Yeah,
it,
it
like,
totally done that
weakened
down.
I mean, think about it. In Predator 1, he's
They
the ultimate
emasculated
hunt-
him.
He's the ultimate hunter. He is literally there to learn, improve his skill set, and adapt his methods. Right. Arnold just happened to beat him to it because he adapted faster.
Yeah.
Part 2, same thing. They established that they go around, they hunt, they collect trophies
He's in the
essentially.
concrete jungle this time.
Right, and even in Predator 1 and in Predator 2, you know that they're trophy hunters
Yeah.
because they keep their skulls. They had
How
nothing.
badass is that when they're hanging off?
Oh,
It's
dude.
like, dude, that's so
The
badass.
body's hanging all bloodied, skinned alive, dude.
And I think it was
Wait.
in Predator 1. He just decapitated one dude with the spine, and he's
Sauce.
traveling around with it on his back. Walking around. I'm not sure if that was part 1 or part 2, but he had.
Oh, it's when he kills the Jamaican voodoo guy. And then he has his body because he was like a king, right? So he took him.
I think he was Jamaican him crazy.
I didn't even go. You didn't do it right. I think he was Jamaican him crazy.
The thing is you
What do
also
you call a Jamaican nut?
he asked me that. They also established that they're like trophy hunters because in part 2 they had that gun from like 1776
So
or
they've
some
been around.
shit.
They've been here many times.
Many times they
Clearly.
collect items all the time.
Yeah.
That's probably like an
They're
old
hoarders.
dude. And
You see their ship, you
And
can't
remember-
step foot on it.
remember that's a killing instrument. That gun. So he probably collected it as a
That's
relic
killing
or something.
instrument in the gun.
I mean, he wouldn't collect the diary. You know what I mean? He would collect the weapon.
Right.
And
The
it would make
killing
sense. But here's the thing. All of a sudden in this movie, they change. Before I get to that, in Predators, the Rodriguez film, they also established that they do this for a game.
Right.
They'll kidnap your ass or abduct you, put you in their planet, and then hunt you just to better their own
their
skills.
tactics,
America's
yeah.
Next Top Predator.
Okay. So that's how they That's how they evolve their skill set. They don't evolve
That's how intense they are.
biologically.
Yeah.
And that's where they fucked up. They changed it from evolving their skill set to evolving biologically to kill.
They
Like,
went from
here's another
Predator
thing.
to Predator.
The thing is, the autism aspect of the kid helped
Pray
him
for you.
decipher the alien tech,
I
right?
haven't even gotten to that motherfucker.
Oh,
Let's okay.
that's at the end. That's at the end. Like in the movie,
I'm
bro.
skipping around, but yeah, I mean,
No fucking around.
he decloaks the ship of the predator that's coming. Like how how are they why are they making those connections? They didn't need to.
Bro, and also, didn't his dad send it by mail?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That should have taken like 3 weeks. A month.
I'm
Bro,
Green Beret.
The way he threatened him, he sent that shit first class. Priority next day.
Overnight.
That's just not getting there overnight, bro.
I sent that
first.
I would pass
overnight.
customs? I don't know.
Don't you think they're checking those packages and shit for illegal substances?
Hey.
Like they're scanning them?
For cosplay.
Do not open until Halloween, dude.
Speaking of cosplay, now, okay, they established, I get from the beginning of the movie that this kid's smart. Fucking, okay, I remember every
Sure.
chess piece move,
Right.
whatever the fuck. Like, okay, I get it. You're
There's
smart.
a fire in the building, kid. Get out.
But
Yeah, about
alien
chess.
technology?
Yeah, it's like,
Thinking
hey,
about chess.
hey, he may not be that smart if there's a fire and he's in the
Right,
fucking classroom.
yeah,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Like, he's not
Come
very,
on.
you know. Anyways, okay,
Douglas.
I'll bite your premise. Okay,
Sure.
he's super genius. Okay, whatever. So he gets tech. All of a sudden, he knows how to fucking open doors, control ships, control like the helmet, how it works, fucking figure out schematics and maps and shit. I'm like, dude,
Well, no, not-
how the hell did that happen?
I mean, the fact that the helmet itself has its own mind and can protect you. No, man. I thought it was the whole thing was these predators have this tech, this gear that they know how to use to the max. So like the shoulder cannon, right? Whenever he puts those 3 dots on you, flashes you with that plasma, dude.
Even the kid said, because when
Dunzos.
he was wearing it and the cannon went off, he's like, "Oh, what happened?" He's like, "Oh, it's a defense mechanism. It attacks only when threatened."
No
I'm like,
way.
How the hell do you know
They're
that?
never threatened.
He
They're
said
predators.
That. He said that. So this is another thing that goes to what Leo was saying. They cheapen the predator. All of a sudden, he's not really that efficient at
It's his
killing.
tech.
It's the tech that's
Right.
efficient at killing. Oh, the helmet attacks you by itself. Like, no,
Millennials.
he doesn't even need to do anything. He just walks around and it just hits you. Whatever. Okay, I'll bite. But it's just like you're fundamentally changing the predator. Okay, this whole weapon. This is like a big chase, right?
One big chase.
The mini predator or the standard predator stole something, the secret weapon,
A super top secret one.
top secret weapon. It's like, which I still have my quirks about it. I'll touch
Sure.
up on it shortly.
Gundam ZX.
He's escaping the super predator who's tracking him down and recovering the weapon that this dude stole.
He's the eraser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They sent you to Flash.
He's the Terminator.
all of a sudden,
Essentially.
yeah, all of a
He's
sudden,
the Terminator.
He's
of
the fucking
predators.
T-1000 in this universe.
yeah.
Liquid metal.
Yeah, fucking
Liquid metal
integrated fucking weapons and shit.
That's what we're gonna see in the next one, bro. Like claws, like sharpened, like
From the fingernails
He's
and
like,
shit.
soy
yeah,
pupurin.
dude.
Even the main character, when the ship crashed in the beginning, they threw out the secret weapon. He sent it out in an
jettison,
escape pod, whatever. They recovered it, whatever. The main character has the gauntlet, the Predator gauntlet, and the Predator helmet. All of a sudden, he's wearing it, and
he can use
he uses it, injures the Predator in the beginning of the movie. Like the Predator is fucking down.
I thought
He's
he was
down for
dead
the
at that
count.
point, man.
He's down for the count. That's how fast the Predator went down. On accident. Because he was just fucking around with the buttons and it just happened. This happened in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, this is not a Predator, bro. This is
Yeah.
I
This
saw
is
the
the predator in training.
not even. He's like the no, I was gonna say but
He does sanitary cleanup.
yeah, he's like the janitor.
He's the fucking Finn of this universe, okay?
I thought you were telling you was in a sanitarium, not in a sanitation.
Don't associate with these fools.
Sanitation. I can't even, oh man, I wish I had that accent.
Anyway,
When it comes to the kid, okay, he does the okay, now I got the inside joke about you guys sending the gif or the fucking the video of the kid, little mini kid dressing up as a predator.
yeah.
So there's this scene where this kid puts on the predator mask. He's going Halloween trick or treating and whatnot. Dude, okay,
the kid's the one who kills someone.
the kid. The fucking kid kills someone, bro. Fuck.
Why
The,
are
He
you all looking for
obviously
this
doesn't
kid?
know how to use that tech.
dude, the kid kills someone, right? He's like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
He kills someone doesn't even feel remorse. He's
He
never
already
killed
caught a
anyone.
body.
He's never killed anyone. He blew up a house with the kid in it, and
They shot a hole through him.
he literally grabs the helmet and he turns to two kids and he goes like
Oh,
that.
yeah, makes them flinch.
And I'm like, dude, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Dude, this guy was like being bullied in the beginning of the movie. Now all of a sudden he don't give a shit who he kills. Dude, I'm just like, be consistent with me, bro. First, the Predator's one thing, nah, he's another thing. Olivia Munn's one thing, nah, she's another thing. The kid's one thing, nah, he's really another thing. Like,
He's
give me a
Rambo, bro.
break.
But that seemed to be the theme of the movie, because the mom shows him the Halloween costume. She's like, "You want to be a pirate or Frankenstein?" And he can't make a
He
choice.
should have chose Frankenstein because he has bits and pieces of the Predator and shit.
Pretty much, like that's the theme of the movie. Like they're Frankensteining this movie.
Let's talk the secret weapon here, okay?
The sauce.
Now, the
The
thing
juice.
about this be
specific.
it's really unclear, okay?
It really is.
The thing about this thing is really
to me,
unclear.
to me, there was sarcasm, so it's not a present.
Okay.
To me, it was extra guns.
So, according to the dudes, according to the story here, this secret weapon was a gift from them to us to use against them,
The Predator killer.
the Predator killer, right? And what this weapon is like a high-tech armored. Think of
a
like
mecha
Iron Man.
suit. It's a mecha
Think
suit.
about like Iron Man. Okay, you put on this wrist gauntlet.
It's a Mark 7 9000.
It literally adds a Predator suit around you with like
50
5
cannons and
cannons.
shit.
it has wings.
Yeah, it has like cannon
you,
wings.
You turn straight up Gundam mode.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like the Predator's tech. I kid you not. I'm not even over exaggerating. Times 50. That's what it is.
Maybe that's like Super Saiyan Predator times 50.
Next we're gonna see Predator in space. I'm telling you. Air fights, bro.
Look,
in space.
Look, the original Predator, those things were used as armor. He would take off the plate, boom.
Right.
The gun served a purpose, poof. The helmet, like pressurized
Right,
for the atmosphere. Fucking take that shit off. It didn't have a mind of its own.
Nah, it's just
Fuck.
a little kitty mask.
Yeah.
You just throw it on and off whenever he wants.
protection.
Put it on.
He didn't even need it in this movie.
Protection, right?
They-
We
both
know
of
by
them.
this movie their face is vulnerable.
Yeah, they didn't even need it.
None of that. So it's like, it went from that. Now keep in mind, he went from pretty much having armor to AI fucking self-building.
On a nerd scientist.
Dude, what the fuck's going on here, man? Shane Black, you fucked up. I'm calling
Yeah.
you out.
Yeah.
I'm
you
sorry,
really did.
Shane. Thank you for
Sorry,
ruining my
Hawkins.
childhood
You took what we had and you
and
ruined
tossed it
it.
in the trash and stomped it in my heart.
Any good things on this movie?
Yes.
I don't want to end it on a like huge really bad note.
I like the fact that this new Predator was like an amalgamation of all these different species, and then they started integrating the weapons on him. Like the lance, right, that he had, the blade on his arm, it would come out of his skin like Wolverine. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked his hook. I liked that the vision was built into his eyes. The armor, the skin was armor. So he was even stealthier. He wasn't as
You're talking about
bulky.
the super.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
he wasn't
yeah,
as
okay.
bulky as the previous Predators we've seen, right? Because usually they're bulky, hulking masses. They move kind of slow, but they're big, so they can move big distances slowly.
quick, man.
Yeah, but he looked kind of stiff when he was running.
In this movie, Olivia Munn was catching up to him.
Yeah,
If you're talking about like really good upgrades, those are good upgrades.
amazing upgrades,
You know,
right?
they still have the same shit, just minor improvement.
Right.
That's all.
Which is great.
And a tougher skin.
Some of those kills in the scene where he's in the lab, it's very brutal. By the way, shout out to the fact that Gary Busey's son was playing his son from Predator 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That
that's
was
right.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a nice homage to that.
But imagine this. Like, imagine I have this phone and I want to upgrade this phone. So I get a more RAM, more storage, a better processor,
Slimmer.
a slimmer, right?
Weight,
Gun
less
range,
weight.
right? Less, exactly, perfect. Aesthetically more pleasing,
Right,
whatever.
right.
But this phone will never turn into a coffee mug and then make me coffee.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what the secret weapon is.
That's what they did, yeah.
That's what it is.
That's whack.
I did like the one-liners, the get to the choppers. They did have little things here and there they're clearly throwbacks, clearly. So I appreciated that.
Some of the jokes were pretty funny.
I was
in the bus.
disappointed
Yes.
because I thought the gum thing was going to be a thing at the movie. And he's like,
Was
kept
that
eating his
Key or
chick lips.
Peele also
Who?
in the
The
movie?
bad guy, I guess. The leader.
Oh,
or
the
whatever.
guy-
When he first got him, he got off the chopper. He's like, having little chiclets or whatever.
Oh wait, how funny was that? That he's
Oh
you know
my
he's
God,
looking with the
he's always
cannon,
chewing something
and then he
on
looks to the
cannon.
left and he blasts his own head off in the woods.
He blasts his own head off?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I must have went into a coma at that point because I didn't even see that.
Oh, dude, he turns left and then the shoulder cannon just detonates his head, just blasts it off.
Dude, my mind probably blocked that out. I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
He must have forgotten that the
You
cannon
didn't even
turns.
think about that.
Dude,
Yeah,
in my
he
mind,
forgot he missed his head.
no,
now.
in my mind, I thought he was still
No,
alive, bro.
I realized after he had died because I remember the cannon turned to like right to his head. I was like, did the predator make it do it? But no, he looked over.
Yeah, that kind of is...
It threw me off for a second. But
well, because if the kid was saying, like, oh, it just reacts, like, why did it kill itself then?
no, but he was stupid. He was just that stupid.
It's just a lot of
He must
little
have turned at the
convenience.
right time. At the wrong time.
But here's the thing is, like, the good guys are using the cannon, they're using the invisibility cloak,
Right.
they're using the fucking ship,
gauntlets, the shoulder can't.
dude,
yeah.
the mask. It's like, dude, the
fucking-
good guys are the
disc,
predators,
the cutting disc.
Yeah,
and
dude,
they're hunting the predator.
the predator was the prey this time, man.
Yeah, if you're just
prey.
really
Which
well.
is interesting because they do keep harking back to that, like the fact that hey, he's not a predator, he's a hunter.
Wow.
They have a little debate over
Hunter
it.
killer right now.
Yeah, but no, they did kind of mention it, like he's not a predator, he's a hunter. It's more specific, but he was being hunted.
It's like,
by
yeah, shut up. He's a
people.
predator. Shut
Yeah,
up.
sure.
And you must fear him. I was not
Okay.
fearful.
Yeah.
Scoring time, guys. Just a quick recap, and then just give your score. D, you can go first.
Damn, man, you changed my score. I was gonna give it a 5 out of 10, but now after all that, man, I gotta give it like a 4 out of 10.
All right. Anything you liked about it?
Yeah, I like the way like some of the jungle scenes in the beginning with the music and all that. There was some throwback.
The vines looked fake as fuck. I'm gonna throw that out
Hey,
there.
I was
Which
okay.
ones?
I was
the
okay
vines
with that
in the
because
fucking
it,
jungle. They look fake as
I was
fuck.
okay
Dollar
with
Tree
that because
looking
it
ass.
reminded me of
What
the
kind of
old
budget
school
is
movie.
this?
That reminded me of the old
CGI
school movie.
looking
A little bit
horrible
cheesy.
as fuck. Like we're in
It's
2000. I seen better CGI in the fucking original Lord of the Rings.
And that's one of my gripes too. Like at one point, Olivia Munn takes a rocket. She has a machine gun with a grenade launcher in it. She aims it at the ship, throws the grenade at the ship. It blows. It's a hit.
It's like within 15 feet.
It's within 15 feet, easy. She gets blown back. Not a scratch on her.
Just knock back.
Not a scratch on her. She's not even sweating.
Or it has armor.
No
or anything.
singe on the eyebrow.
Nothing. She just escaped the fucking head-on explosion here. Nothing. Dude, and I told Leo, not one of the main characters, I don't think I've ever seen sweat in this movie. Dude, there was one character, one of the main characters, where there was a part where the predator was on fire.
Oh yeah.
And the dude, one of the good guys, jumps on its back
guy
and
gets
starts
impaled.
stabbing him.
Yeah.
He's literally
He's
on
shanking
fire
him.
too. He gets thrown off. He's not sweating.
He didn't even get burned.
It was
man,
like,
that's because
bro.
when you know you're on fire, all the sweat evaporates.
I mean,
Yeah, it melts the water.
I mean, his clothes was a little
his
singed
skin?
and shit like that. But come on.
But he should have had more damage. Like he should have died from that. That should have been like an instant
yeah.
death. Like the predator should have grabbed him and just
Keep in
impaled
mind,
him.
even if the predator just he's so big and so strong, okay? Even if the predator just grabs you like this and squeezed, he pop your head off.
Sure.
Why wouldn't that kill him?
He's dancing around with the fire, bro.
There's been many times where he had the main character locked in its sights, surprise mother effer, grabs him, and he doesn't kill him, he doesn't impale him, he doesn't shoot him, he just grabs him and throws him.
He doesn't even get scared. Like remember in the scene where like Arnold just dived into the giant in the lake or whatever, the little river lagoon, yeah. And he's coming out of the mud and shit, and he's so like relieved that he got away from him. He just rests his face in the mud. Okay?
He's so relieved.
That's when he gets all the mud on him, right? All of a sudden, he hears the splashdown and shit, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" Okay, and he's trying to escape, and then he hugs the tree. Remember that? Okay, then
hugger.
when he's doing the final battle, he again falls in the mud. This time, the predator captures him in between the blades. And he's
In the
like,
blade.
oh, shit.
Oh,
And then
man.
he picks him up and he throws
You
him.
talk about the ultimate checkmate move.
Yeah,
I got you.
I got
could've
you.
Killed
Right here,
you. I
right
could've
now.
killed you right now.
Oh.
Dude, but you know what? No. You're going to take your fucking beating. You earned this. You hit
Right,
me.
right.
You outsmarted me a couple times. No, fuck it.
And
I'm going to drag your ass over here. Let me take my fucking helmet off. I'm going to beat your ass.
And so that, well,
Yeah.
and so Dutch
Predator was smart as fuck.
Yeah, Dutch earns that battle. He earns the
Yeah.
right to go face to face with, like, toe to toe with the
the
predator.
Predator.
You earned
Okay?
the right to see my face, motherfucker.
And not just
Boom.
that, he fucking prepared. Like, that guy prepared. You know, the fact that, like, he made those spikes and he makes that big log that falls and eventually crushes him. You know, he makes the bow and shit. He empties out those
Gunpowder.
those grenade shells with, like, and puts them in leaves and shit. And then
Whip it.
the fact that he puts the mud on and then he does that primal scream, "Ah!" and then he calls the predator himself, that makes the movie like it's earned.
He's challenging him. He's like, I'm
it's a
ready.
challenge.
Yeah.
In this movie,
I'm evolving
it's
too.
almost like, hey, it's just another threat. We're gonna take him out. No,
Get your
way.
guns, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
gotta
go.
go.
Let's go chase him.
There's a
He's
predator
running
here.
from us.
Let's get redemption from our court martials. and
I'm
our,
making fun
you
of this
know,
guy for saying he
the
saw an
fact that
alien,
we
but
tried to
let's
kill
go kill him
people.
now.
It sucks.
Which reminds me now. Remember when in the original movie, this is what bugs me too, Leo. Okay, this is like crazy pants here. Okay, in the original movie,
Like
dude,
crazy pants.
Mac sees the predator for not even the
yeah,
predator, just
dude,
the
the
fucking
eyes.
eyes, just the eyes, dude. If you were in the woods with a fucking gun, your best friend just fucking died.
Yeah.
You look up and you just see eyes glowing.
Oh, dude, he totally takes. He's
I'd be
traumatized.
He's
shell
traumatized.
shocked.
He's pooping himself.
He's super shell shocked. He's like, remember he's shaving and he's like,
Dude, he don't give a fuck.
he cuts
He's
himself
fucking
and shit. Yeah, he ain't got time to bleed too.
in the new movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the new movie,
Yeah, Leo Bars.
bars, nigga, bars. In the new movie, dude, they're in the bus. They see the predator, not even camouflage, full blown, like running, sprinting
man.
with weapons and all, and they're just like,
He jumps off the roof to the ground.
yeah. They look at him, and then they look at the main character. It's like,
Was that the
"Goddamn,
alien you're talking about?"
Was that the alien? Shit, it's like, dude, that's an alien, bro.
Casual. It's so casual. It's like, guess what? It's not a big deal. Oh, yeah, that's an
Yeah,
alien.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, all right.
This is normal. We see this every weekend, bro. They come here every Friday.
I wish there would have been a little bit more fear in that moment. Like, holy fuck! Like, let's get out of here, you know. But all of a sudden, in all
They got to the bus, not the chopper.
yeah, they've been in the bus.
Yeah.
But the
As
fact,
they
like,
say in there.
not even the soldiers that are piloting that bus are like, what the fuck? I don't care where you need to go. We're getting out of here because I want to live. Like, we all want to live.
The only
they
time-
stay there.
The only time we saw fear is Olivia Munn's in the fucking
Oh,
decontamination.
by the way, while all this is going on, they have enough time to figure out how to distract the guards, get them in there, and then kick their ass to escape.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think they would have fucking left them in the bus and just ditched them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keys?
At
Yeah.
that point, why even bother about that little
Yeah.
thing?
Just, I'm leaving you in this bus. You die, you die. You're supposed to die anyway. No. Oh, we're gonna go. Sit down, motherfucker. You better stay.
You better
still.
stay there while that alien's out there.
Right, right. He's out there trying to kill people and shit. Clearly, okay. Also, this right.
We're
This
in
is
a bus.
This is a high tech, like maximum security secret base.
You would think they would have like automatic lockdown.
Not just that.
No one escapes
They
this
have
bitch.
security, like max security in here with like a private guard. He kills like probably all of them and
All of
escapes. If something like that escapes, you better get the fuck out of there because you're not going to survive. If none of them did, you're not going to survive.
Not only did he kill every military guard in this facility, but Olivia Munn just looks at it as like, I'll get this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I'm
Give me
gonna
this
go,
gun.
Yeah, because Jake Busey
You
says,
done yet with Olivia
"Don't
Munn,
let him
bro?"
escape.
I'm
Don't
still
let
not
him
done with
escape."
Olivia Munn.
Breaking the law.
I'm not done with
breaking
the man.
law.
But it's just like, this is the kind of ridiculous shit I'm talking about.
All right, so back to D's 4. Sorry, we got off topic.
Damn.
D, continue.
No, that was a good point, though. I mean, I forgot about the whole facility thing.
Yeah.
And it was like that. Look, the premise that they have this thing where they study aliens, right? That's cool. Okay, I get that. Like, they're not surprised. They brought the fact that like the Predator's been here twice before for the first and the second movies. Okay, that was really cool, a cool homage. But it was like,
And it was cool to have both the first and the second Predator's helmet on display.
oh yeah, dude, the weapons from those Predators, that was awesome. But that's the thing, like like they have this arsenal for the predator to like all of a sudden magically. Oh yeah, the second hunter shows up and he all of a sudden miraculously, he's heavily sedated, by the way. He's not gonna wake up.
He's like, whoop, I'm up.
Oh, let me get up and kill motherfuckers right now. Like, I get he's stronger, but shouldn't they had like? I think they would have done a better job. Yeah, he was just like a human. He was chained like held down like a human, right? His arms and legs restricted.
I'd have that motherfucker frozen in a block of ice.
Sure,
except your head.
Sure, like they should have frozen him or something. You know, like they don't need to have him on that table to study him. They could have kept him frozen until she got there, and then boom, hey, cut a piece off his skin off, study it.
Cut one of his dreads off.
They have him conveniently ready to wake up as soon as the next one shows up. And you know he's going to show up because there's a chase scene in the beginning of the movie, and it's like, okay, that's that hybrid predator. He's coming to get him for whatever reason. Also, when the kid puts on the helmet for the first time, right? Oh, they conveniently have this little montage of, they're experimenting hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know
like,
that.
You want to continue watching this? He just hit play.
Like, why didn't they just simplify the story and just be like, hey, look, this guy's running away for whatever reason. You don't need to know. He's shooting him, so clearly this big motherfucker is trying to get this guy. That's all I need to know. That's it. Okay? And then he comes and he tries to do his business, but no, they have to do that little montage of like all these predators, these y'all just fucking injecting you and shit. Oh, now he's like, oh.
It's like that they're complicating the story. They're overcomplicating it.
And that's what I think ultimately fucked up this movie is the fact that they, at the end of the movie, they piled on all this shit. Like, they didn't need to. The first half hour is cool. Hey, they found this alien. That guy had contact. Let's get him. Let's see what he knows. Okay, now we're gonna send him. We're gonna put him down because he didn't cooperate. Okay, we're gonna experiment on this creature. Okay, cool. But guess what? No. Now they have Darwinism and feminism in here and global warming and autism and all these
the social justice warrior shit.
Dude, it's a fucking movie about an alien. It's a B movie. It's a B fucking movie. You don't need to throw all these things in this movie at all. There was no need for any of that. Okay, they could have made Olivia Munn badass. They could have said, "Hey, she was in the military. She did medicine in the military. She branched off to do biology. Hence why she's fucking tech. She has
the training.
Yeah, she can use a gun because she was in the military.
Dude, even that would have been believable. Even the main character's wife was like a badass.
Yeah,
I dare you to do this.
Oh yeah,
it's like talking to the Secret Service. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, look, I would buy that though. Like, you would think that a sniper would, say, babe, look, I'm a sniper.
Look, babe, I'm a sniper.
Listen,
trust me.
How about we get some?
Babe.
We shoot some heads off tonight, baby.
Listen, this is
I
how you use a gun.
Away. I have to make my move.
baby, I remember.
You were my scopes. I had you my sight.
Kill shot.
I shot you like Cupid's arrow.
Okay, I would buy that.
Eminem hired me.
Yeah, like I would buy that the mom was like, okay, she knew how to handle a weapon because the husband showed her at some point, right? Like, hey, if anybody ever comes after you, you protect yourself with this and shit. I buy that, but
she had no weapon.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's
making
threats with nothing.
She's making threats with nothing against two dudes with weapons.
It's like the CIA.
Hey,
like,
bro,
you would think the CIA is like the top aid, like FBI, and you can't do anything against those guys.
She could have used gun fingers.
She was talking as if she was John Wick, bro.
Right.
I dare you. Don't test me. I was like, shut
that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere.
I just thought of next Friday with Pinky's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Say what one more time.
Say it again.
Say it again. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, in the original movie, when they introduced the cast, it wasn't like, and I'm Mac, and I'm Billy, and I'm,
You found
Dutch.
out their name through the story.
You found their name
they
all
said
the
it.
time as
Right.
the story
Right.
is going.
Like, okay, I love Billy because he's like, he seems okay. This might be racist, but he seems like some sort of like a Native American, or something like that. Okay, so he's
tracker.
He's connected to Earth. Okay, he's connected to the Earth. So he's a tracker. Okay, he uses his knife as one of his favorite tools. Okay, he's got a nice little M16 or whatever. Okay, remember that scene where he's staring into the trees and I think it's Dutch. No, sorry, Dylan.
He's like one with his surroundings.
Right. No. Dutch is like, there's something in the trees. And it's like this stare down. And you're like, we know there's something out there.
What are they looking at?
He senses it.
Right, he senses it, yeah. But the thing is, what makes it scarier is now you're looking in the trees to see if you see something.
Exactly.
But you don't.
You don't see shit, but you see the cutaway of the predator looking at you.
Back, and it's like, fuck.
He should be there. Like, where the fuck
and
is
then,
he?
you know, the whole thing with like
Scene is
when Mac
intense,
listen
guys.
when Mac is like they just finished blowing up all those the cartel guys, right? And Dylan is like giving orders and shit. And they're about to leave. He's like, turn around, and he stabs the fucking scorpion, right? And then he says, "You're welcome." And shit, right? And the predator's recording
shit, right?
Yeah, he's recording. I don't remember the lines.
He's recording
He's
everything.
recording these lines, and he's saying them back. He's like, "Turn around."
Him picking up the scorpion.
Yeah, dude, that's when we first see his hand.
He starts
like,
laughing like fucking Billy.
yeah, dude, because Billy laughs at that joke, right?
Yeah.
And so he records that laugh. That laugh is fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah.
That is how it's done.
That's why Predator was so beautiful, is because, and even now the rewatchability is amazing. We know what's gonna happen, but still, the fact that these characters show the uncertainty of what's next is what keeps you going through the movie.
And you
believable.
you feel connected to this team. Even Dutch or Arnold during the movie, he's like, my men are not expendable.
Right.
Like, you sense like
Yeah,
no,
we're
He
not
gives
gonna
a
do
fuck.
that bullshit
He gives a
mission.
fuck.
Yeah, he does. And the thing about this movie, remember, the first Predator is all it is hey, there's a rescue mission. They get this team to come in. They're the best team, okay? The other two teams have failed. We don't know why. They go in, they handle their business, but along the way, some weird shit's happening, right? They find this down chopper. What the fuck's this chopper doing up there?
We're learning with them.
And here's the thing: as a kid growing up watching this movie, I always thought that was the chopper they just rode in on.
Oh yeah.
I had that like, was that the chopper they just rode in on? No, it's another team that had got taken down, and there's skin men alive hanging in the trees. That's a fucking.
They didn't make it very far.
That's a brutal thing to see, dude. As a kid, I saw it when I was like fucking 5 years old and shit.
Even Billy, when he tracked the dead men,
Yeah.
de-skinned dudes, he was like, dude, there was a firefight. They're shooting in all directions, and I don't know what it was.
And that's scary to think of, dude. Like trained
what?
men are shooting into the trees. They don't know what it is, right? And when they set the perimeter after, when they're realizing they're being like trapped.
They're putting
and
the
shit.
story together.
Yeah. That's the beauty of the movie, is it comes together so fucking slow, but when it comes together, it's like, right? And now it's the Predator. And now you're surviving. And now this guy just fell. And that guy just fell. And they're escaping, and he's like,
You gotta
"Nah.
watch your back, and you fucking trying to get
Nah,
to
you know
escape.
what? I'm not fucking running anymore. I'm gonna throw my shit off and face him man to man." And then they're like, "Fuck you, Billy, come on!" And he's like, "Let's get out of here." And then, from the distance, you hear him go, "Ah!"
You don't even see the death.
Oh, dude,
And that was scary.
That was, to me, that's so scary when I hear it, dude.
They turn around with their guns, and their hands are shaking like this. Their guns are shaking like
Dude, when
Like that.
when Dylan gets his fucking arm blown off, dude, that's still one of the most impressionable scenes I've ever seen in any movie. The hand's falling, right?
It's still firing.
and
His
he's
fucking
like,
reflexes are
yeah,
still going,
right.
bro.
The muscle's still tense, right? And then
He was
he's-
using his strong hand.
Right, he's dealing with the pain and the disbelief that creature just shot off his arm before he was able to shoot him off. He's a trained man. He grabs the other gun, does a 360 the other way, and then boom, bitch, gets impaled. And blood starts coming out of his mouth.
He's not only screaming in pain, he's dying. He's
Yeah.
still shooting.
Yeah, he's still shooting that gun off.
Dude, they hear him fucking miles away.
See, this is believable shit. Like,
This is the shit.
and they don't show you much. It's the Jaws effect that we talked about.
Speaking of the earlier scene
Yeah.
with Billy, when he was like, they're shooting in all directions, and I don't know what. Dude, that's foreshadowing. They did the same thing. They started
Exactly.
shooting
Right.
everywhere. Boom! They don't give a flying
That
fuck.
scene when Max
That's
starts
fucking
unloading the
camaraderie,
Gatling
yeah.
gun.
We were talking about this earlier. It's like the rest of the team sees that going on, and it's like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on, but I got you.
I gotta
dude.
shoot too,
I got you,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I got your back, bro.
Whatever it is you're doing, I'm doing it too, bro.
And that's what I love about that unit is they're fucking tight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see something you shoot, I'm shooting too. And they all start shooting and they
got
unload
each
all
other's
their
back.
fucking ammo, dude.
Jesse Ventura's character dies, and Mac is like, he's my friend. He's talking to the dead body,
Oh,
drinking,
dude.
and looking at the moonlight. Hey, remember that one mission, bro?
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking Cambodia or some shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
But I'm
like,
gonna
dude,
get him. I'm gonna get
those
that
guys
sucker.
were fucking friends, bro.
Carve your name.
I'm gonna carve your name into him. He puts the fucking flask in his
Yeah,
chest.
dude.
Man.
And then when he actually goes after him right before he dies, he's like, "I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun." That's like
He's lost it.
He lost it, dude. He's now just
He knows,
focused
like-
on shooting that guy, but he knows he's gonna die. This
That
movie
is the shit.
This movie is like, we're gonna live. We're gonna live no matter what.
Yeah.
No. You're
We're
gonna
giving
die.
it our all.
And you're not gonna even get killed by a predator. You're gonna kill each other. You're gonna kill yourself with the fucking head
You're
cannon.
gonna kill each other.
And jumping into an engine.
Yeah. One guy's gonna suicide, and the other two are gonna kill each other. And the main
And one guy gets his leg ripped off by
by the fucking
by a
force field and shit.
the main antagonist or the main bad dude, he shoots himself too with my own tech.
Come on.
Like, dude, what is going on up in here? What is going on up in here?
Here's the thing. Now,
They
based on this
suck at
movie, okay, I give this movie a 5. To me, I'll probably watch it again. I'll buy the Blu-ray. I want to see this.
I would not
some
buy
of the
this movie.
scenes.
I will buy it just to have it.
But the thing is, like, now I know they'll never make a serious Predator movie again.
Never.
Okay.
Dude, the Predator in part 1
You
was
don't
so
think so?
badass. No, the Predator in part 1
don't
was
think so.
no, never. The Predator in part 1 was so badass that even as he's dying, he's like, "Fuck you, bitch! Boom, boom! I'm
Nuclear
killing my.
detonation,
I'm
dude.
taking your ass
Yeah.
with me, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't surviving. Fuck you. Boom, boom, boom. Done."
He's like, I still got you. Checkmate.
And technically, he did get him. Dutch later died by radiation
I mean, he
poisoning.
should have just blown up. Period. That should have been a crater, right, where he was, but he lived. Whatever.
But that's how badass he is,
Yeah, dude.
dude. You want? I don't know what else to say.
I mean-
My fucking score, literally for this movie, is a 1 out of 10.
Fuck.
1 out of 10. It was a 3 out of 10, but then we started talking about Predator 1 and how good that fucking thing
Yeah.
is. It reminded me now how bad that shit is even more. 1 out of fucking 10.
Lowest score you've ever given.
The lowest fucking score I've ever given a fucking movie.
Well, Toby gave it 9.8. I mean, a 0.9.
Wow.
9.8. That would be Toby's score. I give it a 9.8.
No, but yeah, that's fucking low. That's fucking low.
What's your score? You're
5.
official. Okay.
Look, to me, the movie, I think if you have a lot of beers or you're stoned, it's watchable. Okay?
It's an action film.
Because you know what?
Barely.
Fuck it. It's an alien, okay? It's a fucking hunter alien that's come before and he's doing it again. All he does is kill people.
It's the Transformers of Predator.
Sure, it's fucking the suspension
Yeah.
of disbelief. Suspend that shit. Hang it up on your coat hanger. Grab yourself a glass of wine, a beer,
Get some
a
laughs.
stiff drink. Watch it. It
some
sucks
crack.
because at one point I was laughing. The crowd was laughing with us. Like, we were watching the movie. There were some big laughs in like death scenes, and I was like, all right, let's just go with it. Fuck
Dude,
it. I'll
can
laugh
you
too.
imagine watching the original Predator in the theater? Billy dies, and there's like, like no one would do
No
that,
one would
bro.
have laughed in that fucking scene.
Everyone
dude.
would have been like, "Holy
Holy
shit,
shit,
get the
he's
fuck
come
out, bro!"
They're not gonna make it. If those guys didn't make it, they're not making
You know what's so funny, bro? Is like when Billy dies, he just screams in the background, and then everyone, Arnold and the dude, like with a broken, busted wrist.
Oh,
he
yeah,
can't,
yeah.
He can't even walk,
like,
bro.
He lifts up his gun.
Fucking hands, his
Shaking
hand shaking,
his shit, yeah.
and they look at the girl, and then they look over there, and then look at the girl, and then they go, and then he's right there in the fucking trees. He headshots the dude right
Shoots
here.
him in the head, and then he shoots fucking Dutch.
Get to the chopper! Oh, bro.
I thought he was dead at that scene.
Damn.
And they did so good of
Spoilers.
they did so good because they cut away. The Dutch is already injured. He's shot. He's wounded. Right. The main guy never got wounded in the new movie. He never fucking. He was like full blown like no
He was
sweat.
action hero.
Yeah, he was like the last action hero, bro.
He was like Steven Seagal. He never gets hit, bro.
Arnold is when Arnold gets hit and he's running away through the woods. It cuts away from like first person view of the Predator chasing him through the
Right
woods,
behind him, like 5 feet away.
Right behind him, dude. He's like right here, bro. You feel like, oh my
He's
god,
Pepe
oh my god,
Le Pew in his
he's
ass, like,
gaining
I'm
on your
coming
ass.
after you, my
He's
little
gaining
love.
on you.
Yeah.
It's suspenseful.
Oh man,
It's a suspenseful survival movie.
And even like when he takes that dive, the way the shot was made, like if you watch it, the slow motion, him
I
taking the
like how
dive
you
into
do
the
that with your
water,
hand, bro.
dude. It's a beautiful scene, but like this movie, it has none of that. It
and
really does.
you know what's so cool is the first time they actually see the Predator in part 1 is fucking Carl Weathers' character, Dylan. He looks up at the fucking
That son
in
of
the
a
woods,
bitch.
and it's just for like a split second, like a 1 second.
He's moving around. Remember, he's moving around and shit. And
No. He's up in the woods. Like they set a trap for him. He fell for the net.
Oh,
and then they're all shooting up, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?" The leaves are everywhere. They can't
does
see
see him
shit.
first, yeah.
And then Dylan looks up at the fucking. That is his name, Dylan. He looks up at the tree, and just for a split second, he just glitches like to his invisibility off,
right,
and then comes back on.
Mm-hmm.
And Dylan's like, "What the fuck is that,
right.
dude? That is how it's fucking done."
Man.
1 out of fucking 10.
What a classic movie the original Predator is.
It's super classic, and it's a
Right?
B movie, you guys.
This is a B
fucking
movie of
plot.
the B movies.
This is like an F movie.
This is a
Really?
Yeah,
Predator
bro.
B movie? Predator's
It's
an A.
no, it's supposed to be a B movie.
Predator
it really
is
is. The
an S.
premise, but to me, it's a fucking
Little side hint: the first
Grade
person
A.
that was played the Predator in the suit was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He's too short.
No, he left that movie to do Bloodsport. Thank goodness.
Imagine if he would have.
What was your score, by the way?
You're gonna die,
Look.
Predator.
I came into this thinking it was a 6. I got out thinking 6.5. I was talking to you, I told you a 6. And I'm like, I think a 6 is fair, you know?
I thought so too, dude.
And now at the end, you just gave a score of 5. And as soon as you said 5, I said,
Even that's too much for you.
ooh. I said, I couldn't even find it in my soul to agree with you after it was just broken down.
Now I feel bad for giving it a 5.
Yeah, you should. Because it's definitely not a 5. A 5 is, Anyway, I don't know what a 5 is right now. But anyway, I do know what a 5 is. But I don't know what a rated 5
You know,
is.
you know what a 5 is? Not a 6.
Anyway. Can I give a negative score? No. You know what? I'm going to have to maybe give it a 2 out of 10.
That's fair.
A 2 out of 10. And the only reason is because to me, the most badass part of the movie was when the Predator was killing all the other motherfuckers, the background characters.
Right.
That shit was gory as fuck. It was like intense. It was brutal.
All the soldiers
like,
and shit.
yeah, it's like, these guys at least have the guns, the armor, and stuff. He takes this whole fucking room out. That's fucking intense. And he takes it out because he's trying to escape to go find, his shit. Like, that's intense. And I enjoyed that scene.
Another thing is, we were talking about how, like, he uses the decoder to communicate with all the humans, right? Like, right in front of the ship. And he's like, I'm going to give you a 7-minute head start.
I didn't like that at all. I brought
didn't
that
like
up
that
to you
either.
yesterday.
Like, really? You're going to give them a chance to maybe do something to you? You're a predator?
You have them on the ropes.
You don't have to communicate. You can just go kill them all, go detonate the ship, and go home. End of the mission.
That's it.
That's
I
the end
don't
of the
know
movie.
what he's doing
That's
in
the end of the
there.
movie.
No,
it's like,
I'm gonna-
bitch, why don't you go in there and
Sounds like
find
a
out?
I'll give you 7-minute head start. Like, why? Dude, we're at the end of the movie.
You know what? They made the predators in this movie too cocky.
Yeah.
They were too, like, they let their guard down too much. Not like the first one. The first one is an active camo the entire time until they damaged it.
Yeah.
And even then, he wasn't like self-regenerating skin. No, he actually had to take out his med pack. Fuck, dude, he was so badass. Not only did he have to fix himself, he even let out a scream like, dude, and they just
it
heard
humanized them a little bit.
It
He was
did,
already
dude.
Human deionized.
And that's what I love about the character of the Yautja, right? Is that he's got this cool tech, and he also has like this pack, this med pack to heal himself, right? To self like treat wounds and shit. Like in the second movie, right? He gets his hand cut off and shit, and then he uses that liquid, right? And he crushes it.
He pretty much cauterizes the shit.
Yeah, he cauterizes it, and he's like, "Rah," right? And the old lady in the building's like, "Ooh, what was that?" Right? Fucking, that's cheesy in that movie, but
That was a
but
fart.
still, it's still
it's the good cheese.
Predator 2, like the moment when like Scorpion's ready. Remember that? The first scene, the shootout with the cocaine drug lords and shit? Yeah. Anyway,
I forgot that line.
yeah. But dude, it's like
No,
a
you're
good
right.
cheesy. It's like, okay, now he's in the city, right? We've seen him before. They can't have that active surprise, element of surprise anymore. But they've thrown a little cheese here and there, just a little cheese. Fine, I'll take it.
You sounded just like him too. Shit. Oh my god.
He takes a big sniff of the coke and he's like, he's ready.
Shit, bro. Oh man.
Gotta rewatch that movie.
And, when it comes to the part 1, the Predator, and part 2, to be honest with you, it lets you know that hey, these are more efficient killing machines, but they're not unbeatable.
Right.
Dude, you could fuck them up. If
But
it
you
bleeds,
have
you
to
can
be
kill
like,
it.
you have to have your
Yeah.
shit together. You
You
can't
have to
just
be
be
on
any
their
human.
level.
So yeah, D, did you give your score?
You gave it a 4.
Yeah,
You gave it a 4.
that was the first one.
All right. Well, that will do it for this review.
4, 5, a 1, and a 2.
I'm sorry we started rambling on all over and over but you know what? I'm not so sorry about it because
there's a lot of shit to talk.
a lot.
We were all over the place like the movie. Movies all over the place.
And to be fair, we're covering technically 2 movies in one, so there's a lot to talk about here.
Rewatch Predator because really, you can. This movie will make you appreciate the shit out of that first movie.
Absolutely. And you know what? If it was
if you haven't seen any Predator and this is your first one, shame on you. You picked a horrible one to start with.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry for the bad time.
Yeah.
If anything, I would watch. I like Predator 2.
I like it too.
Okay. I do too.
But if I had my choice of what is actually canon here, I would only choose one and The Predators with Rodriguez producing it.
Sure.
That's what I would do. So yeah, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And you know what? To be honest with you, sorry for the big long hiatus. It's just I've gotten to a point where I want to talk about movies that I actually liked, and I have something to say. If I go,
I have a passion.
Like if I go to the movies and I see fucking, I don't know,
the Nutcracker,
or anything that, if I go out of the movie and I'm like, dude, I hate this movie. I don't want to spend 6 hours talking about it, editing it, uploading it, the whole 9. To me, I'd rather just
tell you
talk.
Don't watch that movie.
Yeah.
But this one we're telling you don't watch it because we fucking feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to talk about Predator. We've been talking to you guys about stay tuned for the Predator 1 review for like the last 2 movie reviews. So this one would be kind of another reason why we're doing this. And it's a perfect opportunity. But I don't know what movie we're going to do next. I'm thinking of like Broly. Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Man,
but in leading up to that, maybe we could review the original Broly animated movie. In lead up to that, and we'll see what other movies come through the pipe. So, with that out of the way, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Later.
Bye.
Bye.